Votes for women, the background. In the 19th century, only male householders could vote, and there was a lot of opposition to giving women the right to vote. In Victorian times, women were treated as second-class citizens. They could not vote. Married women were seen as the property of their husbands, and women could not go to university. Many women were forced to work long hours for low wages in awful conditions. The extension of the right to vote to men in 1867 and 1884 raised hopes that women might also gain equal political rights, but there was also lots of opposition. Women were thought to be too emotional and not intelligent enough to understand politics. It was argued that a husband could represent his wife. Some men thought that since women could not fight for their country, they should not have the right to vote for their country. Others argued that since all men did not have the right to vote, women shouldn't be allowed to either. Many women, including Queen Victoria, did not think that women should vote. The campaigners for votes were women from fairly middle-class backgrounds. The Labour Party and trade unions supported votes for women, but their priority was all men getting the vote first. Many women wanted equality with men and to improve their lives of women. To do this, they realised they had to get the right to vote. In the 1860s, the Suffragettes tried to peacefully persuade Parliament to give women the right to vote. By 1880, women could own property and vote in council elections. The Labour Party, trade unions and some Liberal MPs supported votes for women, but most MPs and many ordinary men were against the idea. In 1903, Emmeline Pankhurst set up the WSPU, the suffragette movement. They were mainly middle-class women. Their slogan was "Deeds, not words." The suffragettes used peaceful methods at first: speeches, meetings, marches, demonstrations, petitions, pamphlets, election meetings, banners and uniforms. In 1912, Christabel Pankhurst began a campaign of violent, militant action, which included disrupting meetings, physical attacks, firebombs, etc. Many suffragettes were arrested and they went on hunger strike. They were force-fed and this caused a public outcry. The government introduced the Cat and Mouse Act. Suffragette violence caused many women to leave the WSPU, and many MPs were more determined than ever to resist demands for votes for women. The government could not be seen to give in to violence. When war broke out, the suffragette movement ended their campaign and they encouraged women to help in the war effort. The work of women was vital during the war. In 1918, women householders over the age of 30 were given the right to vote, and in 1928, all women over the age of 21 were entitled to vote.